The earn quiet. Long week finally over now. Watching the sun go down. I have clearly won today. Finding my own quiet way. Bills are all paid up. Coffee in my white cup. Foundation been laid down. Strongest in this old town. Building it brick by brick. Doing it all real slick. Vibe is very thick now. Taking a deep bow now. Clocking hours every single day. Nothing left for to say. I am not afraid now. In the cooling shed now. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Stacking all the gold coins. Where the future finally joins. Stories never truly been told. Heart is brave and bold. Counting every single blessing now. Never any second guessing now. No more heavy mental stressing. Life is worth all expressing bows. Talking way too loud. I am proud and bound. Standing in a great crowd. Hidden by the silver cloud. Building on my own name. Burning like a hot flame. Never feeling any kind of shame. Winner of the entire game. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Quiet when I finally win. Where the new days begin. Washing out every old sin. Ready for the next spin. Small team by my side. Nothing left for the hide. Taking world for a ride. Turning up the great tide. Consistency's the main key. Only way for the beat. Finally feeling real and free. Underneath the old green tree. Results speak for themselves. Dust on every wooden shelf. Trusting only in myself. Wealth is within myself. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Yeah. Sun is slowly rising up now. I don't really know how. Taking a very deep breath now. Safe from the cold death. Coffee steaming in the white cup. Never wanna wake up. World is waiting outside door. I don't want any more. Everything is moving real slow. Let the heavy rhythm grow. Watching all the shadows play in the early morning gray. Nothing left for me to say. Living for the present day. Mind is feeling very clear. Nothing left for me to fear. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Counting blessings on my table. Feeling very strong and stable. Building it all brick by brick. Nothing fast and nothing quick. Small circle staying very tight. Winning every single night fight. Everything looking so right. Safe within the morning light. Boss talking way too loud. I am feeling very proud. Standing in a great crowd. Hidden by the silver cloud. Found my rhythm in peace. Watching all the noises. Living life for real ease. Like a cool summer breeze. Head on the head on the head on the head on the yeah, hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft. Sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace. Let the heavy tension cease. Head on the quiet when I finally win. Where the new days begin. Washing out every old sin. Ready for the next spin. Results speak for themselves. Dust on every wooden shelf. Trusting only in myself. Wealth is within myself. Done with games and lies. Looking at the clear skies. This is where spirit flies. No more of the size. Final lap is all done. I have already clearly won. Looking at the morning sun. Never on a fast run. Hard work finally paying off. Never gonna turn burn soft, head is held high aloft, sitting in a quiet loft. Earn this deep, quiet peace, let the heavy tension cease.
Purple highway haze on, floating through the thick purple haze now. Lost within the silent city maze now. Counting all the long and lonely days and the very deep and quiet days. Time is drifting very quiet and slow. Nowhere left for me to really go. Let the chilly midnight wind blow. Watch the silver river slowly flow. Heavy eyelids sitting on my face, moving at a very slow pace. Winner of the quietest street race, leaving every single crowded busy place. Smoke is curling in the cold air. I don't have a single care. Sitting in my old easy chair, moving with a silent electric flare. Oh, midnight, drift away from all now. I don't really know how. Moving slowly like a heavy plow, taking a deep and silent bow. Everything's feeling real quiet tonight, safe from every single city, right? Safe from every single city, right? Clock is ticking on the gray wall. I don't hear the outside call. Never ever gonna really fall. Standing very brave and very tall. Glasses sweating on the table now. Feeling very strong and very stable now. Reading every single white gold label now. Watching the world on the cable now. Mine is drifting very far away. Nothing more left for me to say. Living for the present and the day in my own very special way. Stars are dancing in the black sky, never even asking for a why. Watching all the heavy clouds fly. Let the old ego finally die. Midnight, drift away from all now. I don't really know how. Moving slowly like a heavy plow, taking a deep and silent bow. Everything's feeling real quiet tonight, safe from every single city, right? Safe from every single city, right? Quiet in the small and empty room, safe from the coming and dark doom. Flowers start to finally truly bloom, moving with a very loud boom. I don't even really see them, coming for the final and bright gem. Cut them at the very stem, praying for the silver and gold hem. Sky is turning into pitch black. Never ever looking back on track, running on a fast and long track, filling up the heavy and gold sack. Done with the whole entire game, burning like a hot and white flame. Changing every single secret name now, never feeling any kind of shame now. Midnight, drift away from all now. I don't really know how. Moving slowly like a heavy plow, taking a deep and silent bow. Everything's feeling real quiet tonight, safe from every single city, right? Safe from every single city, right?
Street lights don't judge me. Everything is a blurry smudge. Never holding any kind grudge through the thick, dirty sludge. Empty boulevard, so quiet tonight. I don't know how now. Taking a deep silent bow underneath the silver willow bough. Ghost in the rear view, what I miss is clearer. Standing at the old post near the silent gray coast. Scars upon my tired skin, where the new pains begin. Ready for the final win, washing out every old sin. Boulevard of many old scars, looking at the distant stars. Sitting in the smoky bars, driving in the shiny cars. Silence is a loud sound all around the cold ground. Yeah. Cigarette burn in the seat, feeling all the city heat. Walking alone on the street to a very lazy beat. Radio play erase the old blues. No more the news, walking in my own shoes, nothing left for to lose. Rain is falling down heavy all around a quiet town. Never gonna let it drown when a heavy gold crown passes just a shadow in the deep green meadow. Moving very quiet and slow, I don't really know how. Boulevard of many old scars, looking at the distant stars, sitting in the smoky bars, driving in the shiny cars. Silence is a loud sound all around the cold ground. 4 o'clock in the morning without any kind of warning. Sun is slowly, clearly dawning. Everybody's already loudly yawning. Shadows moving on the floor, right next to wooden doors, searching for the much more. Heart is feeling very sore, looking at the morning light. Everything is looking so bright, winning every single night fight, safe within dark of night. Final pages finally turned, lessons have been truly learned. Everything's already clearly burned, peace is what I earn. Boulevard of many old scars, looking at the distant stars, sitting in the smoky bars, driving in the shiny cars. Silence is a loud sound all around the cold ground. Old guitar strings covered in dust now. Everything is starting to slowly rust now. Nobody left for me to trust now. Moving because I really truly must now. Empty boulevard is so quiet tonight now. I don't really know quite how. Taking a very deep and silent bow underneath the silver and gold bow. Ghosts are sitting in the rear view. What I once missed is clearer, standing at the old wooden post, near the silent and the gray coast. Scars are sitting on my tired skin, where the new pains always begin. Ready for the final big win now, washing out every single old sin now. Boulevard of many old scars, looking at the distant stars, sitting in the smoky bars, driving in the shiny cars. Silence is a loud sound all around the cold ground. Cigarette burn in the leather seat, feeling all the rising city heat. Walking alone on the empty street to a very lazy and rhythm beat. Radio plays the old midnight blues, no more the fake news. Walking in my own tired shoes, nothing left for me to lose now. Rain is falling down very heavy, all around a quiet old town. Never gonna let myself drown, wearing the heavy and the gold crown. Past is just a dark shadow now, in the deep and the green meadow. Moving very quiet and very slow, I don't really know quite how. Boulevard of many old scars, looking at the distant stars, sitting in the smoky bars, driving in the shiny cars. Silence is a loud sound all around the cold ground. Yeah. 4 o'clock in the early morning, without any kind of a warning. Sun is slowly and clearly dawning. Everybody's already loudly yawning. Shadows moving on the cold floor, right next to the wooden door. Searching for the much more now. Heart is feeling very damn sore. Looking at the bright morning light, everything is looking so very bright. Winning every single night fight now, safe within the dark of the night. Final pages finally being turned, lessons have been truly and well learned. Everything is already clearly burned away, peace is what I finally earned today. Boulevard of many old scars, looking at the distant stars, sitting in
in the smoky bar, driving in the shiny car.